in with a really fast overview of the new Destiny of Kings book, which is a campaign supplement for Kings of War. This is the new campaign format. It's got some cool new stuff in there involving this necromancer type you see on the cover, and it's got some extra scenarios, some new little rule tweaks and stuff like that. Not major rules, but like more for scenario rules and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll take a look at it real fast. Again, it involves this awesome necromancer guy. His name escapes me off the top of my head, but he's kind of the big deal. The campaign system, again, just how to run a Kings of War campaign, how to organize it, how to play through all that stuff, keeping people involved. It's got some really great tips, especially like people drop out, because that tends to happen in a multi-week campaign. But yeah, if you've never run a campaign before or are interested in doing that, this book has got a ton of stuff, including experience, how to wrap up the campaign. So, you know, it adds that little bit of RPG element to maybe a little bit more bookkeeping to a standard game of Kings of War, so you have some linked games. I really like this example campaign tree. I think it's a great layout of how you can do your campaigns. Start with a small skirmish. Depending on who wins, you go to the next step, and then so on to the end of the battle. And again, it really only looks like it's 4, maybe 5 missions, depending on if you do this here ambush or not. So you can tell it's you know, these campaigns are designed to be pretty short, because if you think about it, the big historical campaigns, there were usually only a couple of major battles and then a lot of recoup time, so in between each. So yeah, go check it out. It's that's more of a tree style again instead of just a linear campaign. The Quest for the Necromancer is the narrative campaign that's included in this. It features the evil forces of the undead and abyssals against the good alliance of Basilians and dwarves. And you've got some elves too turning up to do their elf thing and try to save the world, as elves tend to not do anything until at the right time or whatever. So it's got a couple of different scenarios here. There's Dark Tide Rising. Everything's set up specifically for the scenarios. Angels Fear to Tread was the second scenario. The third one, Gates of Dolgaroth. Dolgareth. Excuse me. I was reading some other books last night with Dolgaroth. Soul Shard, scenario 4, and then I think that's it. But there's also a couple of tie-ins as well for the Dungeon Siege game, which is pretty cool. So if you've got Dungeon Siege, you can play that on top of these scenarios, which is pretty cool. I always like mixing campaigns and scenarios like that. It's the same game world, but different game types. So, like for instance, small-scale skirmish games of Kings of War in an overarching campaign, and then mixing in some Dungeon Siege too, which is a nice touch. So if you got that, you've got that going on too. Then another pitch battle, Borderline scenario 6. So if you want to play straight through, there's a ton of scenarios there, 6 or 7. There's the 7th one right there. Special heroes, which is cool. So these guys are new heroes that you can add to armies. They do have points, so you can totally run those in your full-on games, which is a nice touch. And then different scenarios. I was trying to say narrative scenarios listed as well in the back. So pretty cool stuff. It's about 56 pages, and it runs about 12.5 pounds, I believe. So it's on their website right now from Mantic. So go check that out. So Kings of Destiny from Destiny of Kings for Kings of War. Excuse me. Go check it out. This has been a really fast overview of the new book from Mantic. I'm AdamHarry signing off. Have a good one.